It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk. This is episode 93. I am your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, Noelle Winters Herzog.
Hello, Tracey.
Hi, Noelle. How are you today?
I'm pretty good. I'm very amused because I love talking to you. We have so much fun.
We have so much fun before the podcast so we have another podcast called BS, and it's on our Patreon only, and it's just me and you like going back and forth about things.
Yes.
But we can't even just do that podcast. We have to talk for 1 hour before we even record that one, which is supposed to be the 1 hour of us talking before we record.
No, we just can't stop. You tickle my fancy.
You tickle my funny bone. You're like a feather duster. You're just a tickler.
You hear that, guys? I'm a good duster.
You really are. We're here to talk about The Other Way, Season 2, Episode 18. And I think that when we get to Episode 18, that's where I wanted to stop.
Yeah, I'm far past over this now.
How I wish I was an editor at 90 Day Fiancé.
Why? So you could make them just like 45-minute long, like normal?
So I could make them 45 minutes long. I could not do so many previews, so many post views.
Yes. Because then we know what's going to happen all the time.
It's always the worst parts that they preview and post view. I don't know if it's called a post view. I just made that up.
But it's also not even just the worst parts. They try to trick you. And it's like, guys, I already know that what you're telling me is going to happen isn't going to happen.
You're not going to trick me.
I will not be tricked.
Very smart.
I will not be tricked.
No, absolutely not. I wish I could edit them into, hey, listen, forget 45. I'll give you an hour. Well,
Yeah.
I guess 45 minutes is an hour with commercials.
Right.
Yeah, I want an hour episode. I want it to have every single couple, and I want there to be something happening.
Well, that's the problem. It's like, I'm watching this episode last night, and I'm like, but what exactly are the situations happening? And what's
Nothing.
happening? Yeah.
Nothing.
What's happening?
Nothing is happening. Well, here we are, episode 18. Let's jump right into it. Well, actually, we can't jump right into it.
We have
Jump
housekeeping.
out. Get out of the pool.
Get out. Get the towel.
I know that you're gonna have to use another towel because now this towel is wet. But get out of the pool because I'll tell you what's happening.
I'm ready.
November 14th. Do you understand that today
Yeah.
is November 9th?
Today's November 9th already?
Well, today is.
Oh, okay. Got it. I'm like, Tracey, I'm very confused.
It is November 9th.
Yes.
And this Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're having a live podcast. Oh, my God.
Guys, you have to get a ticket now.
We're going to be covering Darcy and Stacey episodes 8, 9, and 10. Tickets can be found on Eventbrite. And also, the link is going to be down below in the show notes, or you could find it on our social medias. You could actually join the Facebook group 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk Podcast on Facebook to get all of the information, or follow us on social media. I'm at Trixie Tuzini. Noelle is Noe_Bear810. Or you could just follow the show 90 Day Podcast. And this is where you're going to find all the information. A lot of people didn't come to the first podcast. So the first session of Darcy and Stacey, where we covered episodes 1 through 7.
Right.
But that is for sale.
Ooh,
You could buy,
okay.
you could buy the whole video of that for $13. You could Venmo me at Tracey-Carnazzo and tell me that you need the Darcy and Stacey podcast, live podcast, and I give you access to the video, and you can watch the whole video.
And then you could be at our live second one.
Right. And then you could come to the live second one. It is so much fun. We really do have a really good time at these lives.
I'm so excited because they're my favorite things. Like, I want to do a live like every week. They're so fun.
I know.
Yeah.
So guys, make sure you come to the live. Don't be left out. No one's going to be able to see you. You're going to be able to see us. But we will have a live Q&A, which is the best part about it.
Last time, that was the funnest. I was like LOLing.
I was LOLing as well because Tracey and Noelle make you LOL.
Ooh, Tracey, you're so good. Like, you're just
you.
better.
Oh my God. I'm better than I was yesterday on my only competition. All right, guys. ask your mom for a new towel. Jump back in the pool.
Okay. Yes.
Because we're starting off with Ariella and Biniyam.
Yeah, I don't want to start off with them just because, like, I'm very disgruntled by this.
Also, Ariella is pretty disgruntled herself because in this scene, we go back to last week when she basically runs away with the baby to protect the tip of his pichaloon.
But the thing is, I wouldn't even have such a problem with it if she wasn't so nasty to everybody.
Okay. Also, I don't know if she knew when she was... did she think she was just getting fatter?
Yes. Uh-huh. Yes.
Because she makes it like, oh my God, I'm so bloated. And then all of a sudden, I just had a baby?
I just had a baby? No way.
I have to name it. I have to talk to this guy that I just met about how we're going to raise it, if we're going to baptize it.
Don't you think that these are things you should have thought of before?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe she
Yeah.
just didn't know. Maybe she thought she was bloated.
I guess. I don't know. I've been that bloated, I think.
She was like, oh my God, am I having a gluten intolerance?
Uh-huh. Am I having a bean salad for dinner?
Maybe they should have named Ari. What's his name? The baby?
Aviel.
Aviel. Maybe she should have named him Bean Salad.
I was going to say Beano.
Beano Biniyam.
I like that better. It has a much better ring to it.
I like that. Beano. Hold on, wait. I'm writing this down.
Beano Biniyam.
Beano Biniyam.
Right? Isn't that
Oh my
better?
God. And then you could call him like Beans.
Yeah, or Beanie. Right.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. I love this
That's
idea.
so cute.
So
You're not naming my kid.
I've already named your kid. We're naming it Spike, whether it's a boy or a girl.
All right. A girl Spike. That's pretty good.
That's kind of who I am as a person.
Okay.
Listen, gender has been fluid with me since before gender was fluid around the world, like before it was socially acceptable.
That is true, though. You're absolutely right. You were always liked like boy names for girls.
Mm-hmm. Because I just feel like there's no quote unquote boy names and there's no girl names. There's just names.
No, I agree with you on that. Listen, my dad wanted to name me Bluto from Popeye. So
Bluto, like Pluto, but blue.
yeah. Uh-huh.
I didn't even know that was someone from Popeye. Your dad used to smoke the marijuana, though.
Oh, he used to smoke the devil's lettuce a lot.
And guess what? That really actually came out in his name choices.
Oh, God, guys. You know what? I'll tell you more. I'll post them in the group. Wait till you hear some of these.
Beano Bluto Winters.
Beano Bluto. I would like that. Call me Beans. That is cute. That is cute. Better than Aviel. I don't want my name to rhyme with my mom's name.
Well, okay.
Stupid.
That's the problem I have with it. It's
Yeah.
not because I hate the name Aviel, because Avi is a regular
No.
name. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's like a Hebrew name, I think.
Uh-huh.
But when your mom's name is Ariella and your name is Aviel, it's like,
Right.
okay, we get it. You just wanted to name me your name.
Right. It's so dumb. It's very annoying.
Very annoying. So she leaves the hospital. She runs away, and she said that Biniyam was being disrespectful and that he's being mean to her. So now they discuss the circumcision, like
Right.
basically in the van.
Right. Uh-huh. I think that she's under a lot of stress. I think that she's very
Okay.
hormonal. Mm-hmm.
Do you think when you found out that it was not a bean salad
Yes. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
and that you also found out it was a male not bean salad,
Uh-huh. Right.
you should have been like, I am very nervous to circumcise him. I don't think I want to do that.
Right. And okay.
Which is a valid opinion. It's a valid opinion.
Oh, no. So I totally agree with you. But do you think that Biniyam's issue with it is because it's his manhood? Like she's saying it is? She's saying it's because of Biniyam, like it's a male. Like,
Well, I
because
think
of
that he
manhood.
has his own pichaloon.
Right.
And I think that he doesn't want his child to feel like he's different.
I could understand that.
And like, I think I don't think it's like that deep.
For him, I just think he thinks like, okay, it's a baby. It gets circumcised. This is what happens.
Correct.
Right.
Now,
Uh-huh.
if you wanted to sway his opinion, which I think could have been done if you had made some valid points instead of run away in the midst of a circumcision.
Yes. Uh-huh. Yes.
You know, it's like she was running away with the baby and it was unraveling as she was running. There was foreskin everywhere.
Oh God, it was raining foreskin.
It was. But you know, it was good because someone was in the hallway at the hospital and they slipped and fell, and thank God the foreskin broke their fall.
Oh, okay, good. So it cushioned them. Cool.
It's a cushion. It's like a gymnastics mat. I'm just trying to think of other uses. You remember last episode we were like other uses. She's very anxious. She may also, not because I don't think that circumcision is a very valid discussion that should be had, but
Sure.
she may also be suffering from postpartum depression.
I think that she is, and that's not because, again, she's having a reaction to him being circumcised. It's because she's saying more things like, I feel very stressed, I'm not sleeping, I don't feel well, like, and
Right.
that has nothing to do with the circumcision.
Correct. So she needs some time, and he calms down, and it makes her calmer. I think all of a sudden, this is the first time that he's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't like yell at her and force her to do things. Maybe I should talk to her about things.
Right, maybe I should
need
ask her.
Maybe I need to be the calming force no matter how hysterical she is.
Yes, agreed. I think that he gets anxious when she's hysterical.
For sure. But that this is because they don't know each other.
Yes, agreed.
That's what happens when strangers have to decide things about a baby that they share.
That they, I don't know if they should be sharing.
Right. Okay. So now there's a little B-roll video of them prepping some coffee. Okay. This has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, I don't know why they do this.
I mean, at least it's not like a dead goat.
It's not a dead goat. It's not monkeys playing on the wires outside. Right.
All right. So he gets his circumcision the following week at 3 p.m.
Right.
And both families are pressuring her because remember something. This is not anything that is exclusive to Ethiopian culture. This is also her Jewish culture. And not only that, forget the Jewish culture, it's also American culture.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the baby's just born and right. In the Jewish culture, it's a big deal. It's a bris.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, in America, we also circumcise our kids. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So Biniyam did say, he said that he wants him to, and this is a quote, have a similar life to his friends. Have a life similar to his friends. What kind of different life do you live with a little bit of foreskin?
You know what though? I do have friends who are not circumcised that get made fun of constantly. People make fun of them.
Do you think they just have a different lifestyle?
I don't think their lifestyles are different, but
do they all live in a cave together?
I don't know. I just, I think of they have sizzle words, like I think of the things my friends say, anteater,
Right.
cock in a sock.
Oh my God, Noelle. That is inappropriate.
Guys, I'm going to get in so much trouble for that.
Oh my God, stop talking about turtlenecks. But honestly, like the life, you want him to have a similar life to his friends. If a little bit of foreskin is that life changing, then maybe like other things need to be evaluated.
No, I agree with you on that.
It's like, oh my God, he hasn't even gone to school. He's 23 years old. And it's like, he's uncircumcised. We have to keep him home.
This is what happens.
We have a home nurse aide.
This is what happens.
They have to clean. They have to clean it.
Bleh.
They have to clean it all day long.
Girl, they just clean it all day long. He's surrounded by washwomen.
He can't even have a normal life. He has to bring his handler everywhere he goes. If he goes on a date with a girl at a bar and he has to make a pee-pee, he has to bring his washwoman with him.
Oh God, my abs are sore. Oh my God.
All right, well, he wants him to have a life without shame.
Okay, I mean, this is a lot.
Okay, I got to tell you, I think that this is even making her want to do it less.
Of course. Of course.
Instead of just saying like, oh, let's just do it.
Well, I think that I think part of it's a power struggle to her too, though.
But that's what I'm saying. He's making it too big of a deal. And it's like, just be like, oh yeah, no, this is just what we do. You know, Americans do it, Jewish people do it, Ethiopians do it. So let's just do it. Let's not even think about it. Let's just do it. I'm gonna take you over here. We're gonna get you a muffin at the cafeteria in the hospital.
Yes.
And then we're gonna come back and maybe he could breastfeed for a little bit, and then I'll take you for a frozen.
And then
yogurt.
we're gonna go home. That's how you win me over. Circumcise my kid. Give me a froyo.
You can do whatever you want to my
It's
kid.
fine.
It's like we're gonna cut your baby's head off, Noelle.
And it's how big is the froyo?
Can I get a pint to take home?
Do we get toppings?
Oh my God, this is funnier than it should be. I'm so sorry. So she doesn't want to go in with the baby to get circumcised. Yeah, I don't know if I want to either.
I don't want to go in. I feel like you want to go in. You want to learn how to do it.
Okay, I would definitely want to go in, but not my own child.
No, I couldn't.
But I would have
going in.
I would have gone it. No, but see, that's the whole thing. It's like, as much as I don't I feel bad when like kids, you know.
That's the thing. Like, I feel no matter what, even though they're not going to remember it still hurts. It's still surgery. Of course, I don't want to see that.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you what the difference is in the United States, because I Googled a whole bunch of this because I thought that I knew a lot, and I did. I did, because I am a genius.
Of course. She's not a circumcision expert.
I am not a moil.
Gross.
All right, so in the United States, they numb you an hour before.
Okay. Interesting.
And they do it while you're still in the hospital.
Right. I knew that.
You don't have to bring them back for another circumcision appointment.
No, they do it like right there when you're still there. I knew this.
Right. So it's like, would you, as an American in America giving birth to a baby, bring your child back for a circumcision? Because now I feel like it's more of a decision.
Of course it's more of a decision. It's more of now, I don't know. You're more acquainted with the kid. You've been around the kid more.
You're not out of it. Like, okay, imagine like you give birth to the baby. They give you the baby to hold. They take the baby away because they're going to like, suction its nose or clean it up or whatever. Tie up its belly button, circumcise him and give him back to you.
Well, that's the thing, because she was so out of it when she had the C-section. You would think that's when would have been the perfect time to do it.
But it's not even. See, I kind of disagree with that, because you don't want to do it while she's not thinking clearly. But I feel like if it wasn't such an event, an ordeal.
Yeah, it's being made into a big event. Yes.
And like, I got to tell you, even personally, like, I don't know if because now it's like, all right, well, I don't know. The kid's like 2 weeks old. I got to come back for a surgery that's not necessary.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that, though.
All right. So he's crying. I don't know if they numb him. Some places don't numb you. They say that 75% of circumcisions are numb, but some people don't numb them.
Okay. That's terrible.
So the baby's screaming. Now she's crying. And she regrets it. It took a very long time. And she's like, see, the baby's very pale. All the color's out of him. Yeah, I mean, he just got a little snippy poo.
Yeah, of course. I mean, he's going to be in pain. That's just the way it is. But like, stop also calling him my baby. That bothers me. He's my baby. It's my baby. My baby. My baby. Stop.
Yeah, but she's just like saying baby because remember she used to call him baby and she doesn't anymore.
Yeah, that's his nickname. Yep.
She stopped calling him that now. Also, don't say my baby. Just say Beano Biniyam.
Right. I mean, his name is Beano.
Just saying. Well, Ari said that she doesn't trust him and it worries her.
Yeah, she just doesn't want to be with him. That's really all it is.
Right, because that was a stranger.
Yeah, she had a baby with somebody with dreadlocks. Suddenly he doesn't have them. And she's not interested.
She's like, I'm sorry. Did you lose weight and cut your dreadlocks off?
Right. Who are you?
Whew, I'm going back to America. She's like, I really did love you for who you were, but
no, I don't.
But most of who you were was in the tips of your dreadlocks. All right, let's talk about Jihoon and Devon. Okay. They go to Han River Park with lots of tents.
Right. So that looks something like a Skid Row.
Right. So she said they're going to meet his college friends. And she said in America, if you see a park with lots of tents, that's where you get free meth.
Okay. But where is she from? I've never seen like free meth in parks.
Okay. I think maybe, does she mean methadone?
Oh, I don't know. I thought she meant like crystal
Yeah,
meth.
but maybe she doesn't even know that that's.
That's true. Yeah, she's pretty dumb.
She's like 22.
I forget that too. I always forget how young she is.
Yeah, so free meth.
All right. I mean, if that's what you want, all right.
If anyone's listening and you do actively do meth, and now again, not advocating to do drugs because that
Sure.
is not who we are as people, but I do love a deal.
I mean, listen, if now that I know if there is a cluster of tents that if I wanted to indulge in meth, I could get it for free there?
Right, but also not even
No,
saying
thank
that
you.
I'm going to do the meth.
No,
but
of course.
maybe I'll just take the meth and keep it
Because
like,
it's free.
It's free, and then you never know when you're going to run into your old pal and they're like, oh, God, I need meth. And you're like, funny
Right.
story. I actually got some for free at the park with the tents.
Isn't it like Drano? What if I have a clog? Now I got some free
Ooh.
meth.
You do make it in the bathtub.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I got some free meth. Now I could just throw this down the sink and it'll be better.
That's true, because your hair does clog the bathtub.
Yeah, my hair does clog it. That's a thing.
All right. Where do we just go to campgrounds?
That's what I mean. I don't understand. Is this a thing?
Because the last time I went to a campground, I had
Yeah.
to pay for my meth.
Yes, it was not free. Agreed.
I didn't know about this, but all right, well, whatever. So his friends say, basically, if the baby is like
Yeah.
him,
Mm-hmm.
he's screwed. The baby is screwed because Jihoon is an a-hole.
It's funny because they seem so young, his friends, right?
Okay,
I don't
also him
know.
though.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they looked like little boys, like little school boys.
Well, these are his college friends. So she maybe they weren't his friends from college. Maybe they were his friends in college.
Right, exactly.
His college friends.
Right.
And
That's
then he
what
also
it's-
has high school friends. They're about 16.
That maybe he got them confused.
He's like, these are my college friends. And she's like, oh, I didn't know you went to college. She's like, no, I don't go to college. They are going to college right now.
So they're my friends in college.
They're 18.
Right. Yes. They're like little boys.
That makes sense. Like if like a 40-year-old man is dating an 18-year-old girl and they say like, oh, where'd you guys meet? And it's like, oh, I met her in college.
I was her professor.
No, like she was in college and I met her.
Ah, smart, Tracey. That's what it is. Yep.
You know, you're not lying.
Right. No, you're so right.
All right. Well, she asked them if he's always been bad with money. I got to tell you, if I
Yeah.
took this girl to my job to meet my
Uh-huh.
friends and she was asking these weirdo questions.
But that's what I mean. Like, that can't be real, right? Like, that's not
I
real.
hope not.
No.
So she's like, has he always been bad with money?
Right. And they're like, well, he spent a lot of money on good food and good drinks.
And
mean,
now
me
I
too.
wrote down trash life.
Right. What does that mean?
Did she say that he has a trash life?
No,
Or he
I think
said-
he said he has a trash
Yeah,
life.
he said that he has a trash life, but not anymore.
Mhm.
So she said that now she's oh my God, I cannot imagine
Yeah.
being
Uh-huh.
this girlfriend, but she's telling them, she's like, listen, I saw something's on his phone. She's
Uh-huh.
like, Jihoon, go change the baby's diaper. All right.
Right.
So, there were naked selfies on his phone, hundreds and hundreds of naked selfies of different girls.
Yep.
So she's implying that hundreds of girls have sent him naked selfies and he keeps them.
Mm-hmm. Right. Or he just like watches pornography.
She said they're not porn selfies. These are naked girls, like almost like he talks to them. Also,
See, I don't think so, but okay.
she's wearing the same dress that she wore to the reunion.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. I was distracted by her frizzy, very bad hair.
Yeah, I think it's I think we saw that dress on Amazon for like $22.
Yeah.
So his friend has these slash glasses on.
I'm trying to think. Oh, the friend that like the cool friend. the
Yeah, he
vibey
had
friend?
had like Joey Ramone glasses
Yeah,
on.
but was very silent.
Yes, and she thinks that he's cheating. So she said that she's going to confront him. So they're having lunch and
Right.
he's like she's like, I found hundreds of selfies of naked girls.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
I
like,
love him.
he's like, yeah, I downloaded them.
And he giggles like, oh, she found my stash.
Yeah, he downloaded them. She's
She
like,
doesn't.
no.
She doesn't want that. No, she wants him to have cheated. She wants to go home.
She wants to go home. Absolutely. So he said that they don't have sex often. So this is a quote. I just use my hand.
I mean, listen, he's very honest.
She said it's cheating.
Okay, I've heard this before. I can't agree with that. First, she goes, if your partner does anything that makes you unhappy, it's cheating. Really?
Okay, well, guess what, Noelle?
Guess what? You know how many times I've been cheated on?
Do you know how many times I've been cheated on today?
Right. That's what I mean. Are you kidding?
Today. Probably 15 to 17 times.
Oh, wow. That's all right. That's a lot. That's record breaking.
15 to 17 times today.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, shut up, Devon.
All right. So the greatest part about this episode is
Tell me.
Sometimes she has her old face in the confessional.
Yes.
And then sometimes she has her new face in the confessional.
Yeah, she walks the line of faces.
She really does. So he said that he never cheated on her, but he did cheat on his ex. And then he says, this is a quote, actually, I never loved you. And
right.
then
And she's like, what?
Then he takes a beat and he goes, I mean her. Now, the funny thing is I feel like Jihoon definitely knows English more than he lets on.
For sure. And then just plays around.
And he's like, oh, I meant her.
Right.
But I did
I
say
didn't mean
you.
you.
So now she has her new face and she says, once a cheater, always a cheater. And she wants him to delete the photos. And he said he's not only going to delete them, but he's going to give himself the punishment that if he downloads them again, he's going to cut off his, and then they bleeped it out. And I'm assuming it's his Pishaloon.
Right. And she's like, I think that's a little much. It's like, yeah, I think that's excessive.
He's like, you know what? If I download them again, I'm going to kill myself to break up with you.
Right. Listen, sometimes that's the only way out. You know?
He's like, you know what we should do? If I download them again, I'm going to burn the house down and kill us all.
And she's like, oh, okay, good. Like, she, again, just wants to go home. This is a joke.
And he's
All
like,
of
oh
this
no,
is a
I
joke.
downloaded them again.
Yay, let's kill us all.
He's like, oh my God, are you going to go back?
Anything to escape Drusilla, honestly.
Devin, I downloaded them again. Devin, wake up. Wake up, I'm going to do it.
Hello?
Hello, I'm downloading 700 selfies. Devin, I'm using your credit card. Wake
That's
up.
so funny.
Do you want to go home? Do you want to go home
Bye.
now? Speaking of going home, let's talk about Sumi and Jenny.
Sumi and Jenny. All right, it's
All right.
court day.
It's court day, and Jenny has coordinated her mustard yellow pajamas with her yellow teacups. What a great color.
Listen, I not only do I love the color mustard, last week she had on a leopard like cardigan. Like, she's killing it this season.
She really is. She's dressing how anyone that is 18 years old dresses, and I like it.
Yes.
Now, okay, I don't know though. Yeah, I guess it is mustard.
I think
Is
it's mustard.
Mustard is a color. Yes, it is mustard. What a
Uh-huh.
good color. Like a
I love
solid,
mustard.
good color. All right, so now it's divorce court day, and I was like, ooh, they're going to divorce court? Is it like that show?
That was my first thought too. I was like, I remember that show.
Should they go on that show?
Yes. It'd
That
probably
would
be
make me
way more
happy.
entertaining to watch.
Right? So he said that he has to face his in-laws again, and Jenny's going to stay home and clean.
Yeah, Jenny's like, yeah, I don't want to see them because last time I saw them, they like ran into the house I was in.
Right.
Like, no, thank you.
So his friend comes to take him, and his friend has some mustard on his forehead. He has some mustard paint.
Okay, so I'm looking at this and I'm like, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but what is this?
It matched Jenny's pajamas.
It did. I know.
I don't know what it signifies. Here, let's see.
Yeah, I was wondering about that myself.
Indiana. I just Googled. Okay, so it might be from. Okay, so I know that in Indian weddings they have the ritual of painting the bride with yellow, but I don't think that he was a bride.
No, I don't think that he was a bride anytime recently. No, I'm thinking no.
Okay, so apparently it is made from turmeric.
Yum.
And it is used in weddings. Do you think that was a divorce thing?
Maybe, or maybe just the night before he had a late wedding.
He was a bride?
That's all. Maybe it was
I don't know.
bride.
If you guys know about this paint, please come into the group, 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk, and tell us what the paint on his forehead was all about. Was that to celebrate Sumit's divorce?
I love turmeric.
Oh, man, I do too. I take it for my joints.
I put it in my dog's food. It's so good for them.
It's really nice. So he owes $10,000 still, and his dad is paying this. His dad is so happy that he's divorced.
His dad is, I want to dislike him and I can't. His dad
I
seems
like
so
I
nice.
like his family.
I know, me too.
But also, what kind of nightmare was his ex-wife?
They just sound, honestly, like evil people. They just sound terrible.
Oh my God. So his dad apparently did like a little GoFundMe from his family and friends.
Yeah.
He did a round of fundraising, as they do in when you're a startup company. You do rounds of fundraising. He did a round of fundraising. So now he's going to have to pay him back, right?
But that's the thing. And his dad is like, he hasn't given me one penny yet.
Well, he was harassed by his in-laws, but then guess what happened? 5 hours later, boom.
He's divorced.
Then, immediately after, they show some B-roll footage of some guy eating a raw egg.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Are they running out of footage?
Was that for Jenny's fertility?
I don't know what that was about.
That was Angela's last egg. So now they're out. Him and his dad and his friend are out, and his dad is so happy. And his friend leaves, and he's like, "I'm gonna leave you two to talk about how he's not paying you back."
Yes.
So he tells him that he's gonna marry Jenny, and his dad said that he hasn't paid him back.
Right. He hasn't paid him $1, and his father's like, well, why aren't you working? You have to work.
Oh, but he is working. He's working 3 to 4 hours a day as a chef in a cafe. But Jenny doesn't want him to work. She needs him. Guess what?
What? Tell me.
You need to get Jenny either a babysitter, or you need to get a job where you could bring your girlfriend to work like Jihoon has.
But that's what I was going to say. Bartend. She could sit at the bar all day.
He said his father's like, listen, Jenny's older than me and your mom combined.
Right. She could figure it out. That's very old.
He is. So his dad's upset, and Jenny supports him mentally, physically, financially.
Yep.
He says he has to marry her.
Yeah. Okay. So here's my question. His dad is saying that they will take legal action against this. How the hell do you take legal action?
I guess they'll sue him for the money, maybe. So he said that even though because he supports him, he's like, yeah, you don't have to marry everyone that supports you.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong at all. Also, remember something. His parents have to agree to the wedding.
Legally?
In India, you cannot get married unless your parents... Remember they were going to send the paper home to his house?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Right.
So maybe that's what he means. He means they're going to veto the marriage.
Okay.
So here's the thing. You owe your dad $20,000.
Right.
Your dad didn't have $20,000. Your dad basically got loans from people for you. So you have to pay back because your dad has to pay back.
Right. Stop worrying about your next marriage and pay your father back.
You need 2 to 3 jobs. You need to work all the time. You need to tell Jenny, if you want me to marry you, I have to pay back my dad $20,000. Why don't you get a work from home job from India, and I'll go out and I'll work all day long. You'll be busy working from home. I'll be busy working from work. And let's pay back this 20 grand, and then my parents will let me do whatever I want.
But that's the thing, though. Jenny doesn't see it that way. She's being very selfish.
They're just dumb.
They are very dumb, but to her, all that matters is getting married and him standing up to his family.
Stop it. Well, he goes to Rohit, that's his friend, his job, because he wants a job.
Right.
Awkward.
Okay, everything about this made me just want to close my eyes.
All right, so he owns a digital marketing agency. So he said, listen, I can't hire you right now because I started this business yesterday
Right.
for the show.
Right. Yes.
But in 2 months, I can hire you, and because you have no experience, I
Right.
shouldn't even hire you, but I can hire you. You're gonna be sweeping, and it's gonna be $100 a week.
And then he's like, "Oh, but I need more money than that." And his
Yeah,
friend's
he's
like,
like,
"Well, I
"Well,
don't know what to tell you."
That's what I can give you. And he goes,
Yep.
okay, fine, I'll take the job. Ugh.
Right. And it's like, don't do me any favors because you know what? You're gonna suck at it anyway.
You're not even gonna show up.
You're not gonna show up. You're
And
not
then I
gonna
have
be
to
good.
I have to put a sidecar on your motorcycle for Jenny.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Well, let's talk about Brittany and Yazan.
Oh God, I've had it with these two also.
All right. Well, things have even gotten worse. Can you believe it?
No.
Yazan's family is saying that they probably lived together. They made a porn. They're already married. So he wants to clear up the rumors. So he goes to meet up with his brother.
Right.
And they embrace. Oh, it's beautiful.
And he's crying, and they're making Yazan look very weathered.
Yes, they are. They're like, here, we're going to put some dirt on you now.
Yeah, exactly. What are they doing?
So his brother's like, listen, here's the thing. Like, yeah, you're great. You're my brother. Okay. Our dad was right and you're the worst.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, Brittany wants to come back next week.
Mm-hmm.
So the brother's like, okay, cool. But she's busy posting pictures of her butt on Instagram.
Right. And also, she's the worst.
Right. So he said that the rumors are untrue. He's not married. He hasn't slept with her. They're not living together. And he said that he's true to Allah.
I mean, I don't know if I'm going to buy everything he's selling, though.
So his brother said he'll talk to his dad. And
Right.
his dad said that he doesn't sleep and he has all these pictures of Brittany's butt.
Okay, his father whips out the pictures, and I'm like, interesting. He keeps these downloaded in his phone, Jihoon.
Jihoon is like, ooh, can you send me some of those? What's her Instagram? So the uncle said that she does porn.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they're just saying this because their butt's out in every picture.
Right. Like, they don't know. Of course.
Yeah.
Listen, it's not like, I'm not trying to slut shame her. I'm not body shaming her.
Yeah.
But, like, I could see where that would maybe be a conclusion they would jump to considering their culture.
Yes, totally agree with you. Yes.
All right. So his dad says, this is his answer. He said if he marries her, his dad will kill him. And this is a quote, I will be his murderer.
Okay. That's scary.
I love that. I think that's so funny. Because
I think his dad means it.
his dad's threatening him on national television.
He doesn't
and I'm
care.
Like, that's why I'm like, oh no, he might kill you. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
no, he's a fucking G. He doesn't care.
So he goes back to his brother, and his brother tells Yazan, he's like, oh, dad, he said, I will be your murderer, quote.
Right. And then he's like, oh no.
So he's like, yeah, our dad needs to protect our family from Brittany's butt. It's going to take over.
Yeah, agreed.
She's still posting on Instagram, and he wants her to sacrifice and start a new life. He said that she's coming back soon and needs another chance.
But I can't believe that he could believe that this is real and that this is going to happen.
She's not coming back soon. Spoiler alert. I don't think she... Okay, so now, anyway, so now we're back at Brittany's house, and she's with her
Yes.
dog that looks just like Falcor
What's that?
from the Neverending Story.
Oh, that's right.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Or
or like
that
a
dog
mini
is so
lion.
cute.
Or a
Yeah,
mini
that dog
lion.
is
So-
so cute.
Her and her dad are just laughing and smiling together.
Even through the tears.
He's laughing as he tells her that he's concerned about her safety.
They're very positive people.
This is a quote from him. Okay, as her dad is smiling and laughing, this is a quote from him. She called me crying. Inconsolable.
This is what I
LOL.
mean. What's happening?
If you mute the TV and watch
Yeah.
these scenes, it's like a sitcom. You would think this is a comedy.
Yes. They're very jolly.
Very, very jolly. So her friend Angela is going to go to Jordan with her. So she
Right.
told her dad that he's just trying to be independent.
I don't understand, but okay.
Not that his dad is trying to kill him.
Right. Of course. Well, I don't think she knows about the murder yet.
Well, she's still fake packing, and
Mhm.
she's going to go to Jordan, and then Angela's going to come a day after.
Right.
Because like when we travel together, I go and then you come.
Okay, but that's what I don't understand. Why would you not be like, come the same day as me on the same flight?
Mm-mm. I like my space on a plane.
Very weird. Uh-huh.
So he texts her that he got into an accident? Question mark.
Okay, I didn't understand anything about
I
this.
thought he made pee-pee on the rug.
Okay. He
He said I made an accident.
Cuz he Okay, so he got this car because she needed a car.
Well,
but
he
then-
was just trying to put guilt on
Yeah.
her.
I don't understand that. It was
He's
very
like, look, I got you a
stupid.
present, and now because I got you a present, I crashed it, and now I have to pay $1,000 to repair it.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all, but okay.
Then he sends her a voice note yelling. So then they FaceTime, and he says, this is a quote, "I don't want to marriage you."
Mhm.
And
Why
she
are
says,
you going there, girl?
I don't know. Well, she says, "Girl, STFU."
Okay.
Okay. Well, she said that she's not getting on that flight. Spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure she gets on the flight.
She gets on the flight, but the thing is, why? Why are you wasting all of this time on these flights? This isn't real.
I don't know. Well, let's talk
Yeah.
about Tim and Melisa for 1 second.
Okay, well, I just want to put this out there. I was watching Coraline the other day, the kids movie with everybody had button eyes, and her little friend his name is YB, and that stands for Y born, because his parents hated him. That's how
Right.
I feel about Tim. His name is Y born. His parents hate him because I hate him. I hate him all the way.
Oh my God, Noelle. That's crazy.
But you know what, though? She is so mean, too. So I think maybe I don't like him because she's so mean and she makes him a bad version of himself.
Yeah, I don't
know.
like them at all,
Yeah.
either of them. So he's
Mhm.
pulling out the futon because his mom and Aunt Carmen are coming to visit. So they're both sleeping on the futon? Or you're
Yeah.
what's
I
happening here?
guess. I don't know. Right.
So he's like, we got to tell my mom that you were also seeing someone. And she's like, I don't need to tell your mom that I was seeing someone. She said that she doesn't know why his mom should know.
Why
Because
did your mom have to know?
why did we have to go to 12 dinners to explain the cheating?
Well, because in her mind, not in her mind. They were together when he cheated. In her mind, they weren't together when she cheated.
Well, I guess
Mhm.
this is the worst. So
Right.
she said that okay. His mom had been in the middle of a fight with them, and his mom said that she was going to call the cops on her.
Yeah, and then she's like, I lost all respect for her mom. But you know what? This is those boys. We all know these
Yep.
guys. Their mothers enable their shit behavior.
Yep. So
Yep.
she wants to stay, aka Colt. She
Yes.
wants to stay at her mom's house while his mom is there. Now, I got to tell you, I think that's a great idea, regardless of the relationship with his mom, just so they could have room.
Yeah, but she wants to stay there at her mother's house because she doesn't like his mom. She just won't say it.
Yeah. So let's talk about Armando and Kenny.
Okay, this is kind of sad.
Kenny's brushing his teeth with bottled water, and now they're doing paperwork for the wedding. So they have to write a letter to get married. So it's a letter to petition to get married, and they hope to get approved.
Yeah.
So they're going to the marriage office, and the woman at the marriage office says, and this is a quote, "No, you can't." So the law says that they could, but the Constitution says no.
That's what confused me because it's so conflicting.
Right. So that's what she's saying. It is conflicting right now. So Kenny's super mad. He said that there was no discussion. But now the woman goes on to explain. She said, yeah, just you file a complaint with the Human Rights Association.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I'm certain that you'll get a positive response and I'm going to help you.
Right. So shouldn't it be happy now?
Kenneth said that he wishes he could ask his own questions and he's crying. This is very dramatic. Kenneth is like doom and gloom.
But that's what I mean. I feel like at first he sold me, and now I'm like not interested.
He
in
said
him.
that he has PTSD from discrimination, and he's worried about getting a wedding hall or a caterer. Okay, so here's the deal.
Yeah.
Kenny, you can ask questions. Armando speaks perfect English and Spanish.
Yes, agreed.
He will translate for you, and he will help you communicate. This woman is literally saying, I have no doubt in my mind you're going to get approved. And Kenny's like, what'd you say? We're not getting approved and you all hate us?
And she's
And she's
also
like-
so nice and supportive.
She's like, not only are you going to get approved, I'm going to help you do the paperwork because I have a contact at the HRA and I'm going to help you. And he's like, why does everyone hate me?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I don't get him, but all right.
There's really nothing to get. I think that this is like a really, really hardcore,
Yes.
just like pity party. And I'm not saying that gays do not have, that gays have all the rights that they should have, because they absolutely do not. I just think that this is definitely being played up.
Yes, agree. I think that
Because-
no matter what this was, he'd be playing it up.
All of the response has been very positive.
Yes.
So let's keep going with that.
But even Armando's family, their response has been as positive as it could be, and it wasn't
Sure.
enough for Kenny.
It's never enough. So I don't know what you want him to do.
Yes, agreed.
Guys, don't forget, our live podcast is this Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Times. Tickets available on Eventbrite and in the show notes. You can find all the links on our social media. Make sure you're following us on Instagram and Twitter at 90 Day Podcast. We absolutely love you. Make sure you're doing all of the things because we're going to have so much fun at this podcast. And if you're not there, then you're square.
I was just going to say, if you're not there, you are a square.
You are a square. So we'll see you next week. Well, actually, we'll see you Saturday, okay?
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.